Okay. Ladies and fellow golfers, good evening. Welcome to this session, and we are so grateful that you accepted to be part of this session. I haven't seen most of you in a long time. I see we've got the Horse Manga, Refilo. I think of all people I haven't seen here, you are the one I haven't seen in the longest time, but it's good to see you here. So, you know, a couple of us that invited you to the session have been involved in this business opportunity of Bitcoin mining for a while now. And as we got more involved and we were saying, you know what, especially for those of us who are golfers, right? We know how important it is that we play our golf, and you know, it keeps us sane and keeps us active. But in the time of Corona, funds have been dwindling. And as we looked at this opportunity, we were like, how do we get more women who are playing golf to know about the opportunity? And that's why you would have seen in our advertisement, we're talking about empowering women in golf. So the purpose of this session is really to share with you an opportunity about Bitcoin mining. You may have heard about Bitcoin, a lot of people have. You may be trading or heard other people who are trading in Bitcoin. You may have bought Bitcoins in the past, but what we're finding is very few people understand that Bitcoins are created through a mining process. And the opportunity that we are presenting here is really to be able to say there is a way that you can get involved in the mining of Bitcoins, you know, so that when they go into the market, you have been involved right from the beginning. I have invited my upline, Papi Mkhema, who also happens to be my brother, who's been in this business for 2-3 years now that he's been in the business, and he's really started to see the benefits. So I said to him, please join and come and share this opportunity with the ladies that are here. So Papi, I'd like to hand over to you. And for most of us, I think we have used Zoom in the past. So if you have any questions during the course of the session, please just type them in the chat box. And before we conclude the session, we will ensure that those questions have been answered. So Papi, let me hand over to you to take us through the presentation.
All right, thank you for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. As always, my host, thank you very much for all that you are doing, and may you continue to grow in wisdom. And I love the things that you are doing. To everyone in the group, I just want to say thank you. You know, it's you know, when I was growing up, there was this thing of radioactive. You know, I feel like I'm doing that right now because I'm not seeing people's faces. I'm speaking to faceless people here, but I can see Smanga, I can see Juliana, and Bongi. Yeah, there you go. I see Bongi. Even if you can just open your camera to say hi, then shut it off. It's fine. I'm okay. As long as I see Rita, I see Tewoho, Lindy, Wenkosi. I see the iPhone there. Yes, Smanga. Hello. Nah, good. Nice to see you. Love your background. Nice. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Now I see everyone. Lindy, good. Yes. Mewa iPhone with the nice hoodie. You know, love that. Yeah. And the refiller down there at the bottom, and Juliana. Right, guys. Yeah. Wow. Wonderful. Nice. Yeah. It's good to see. Yeah. Give them never but you know, yeah, it's good. Nice. So let me present this wonderful opportunity to you. I will not be too long. I'm not going to be too technical. I'm just going to present what we are offered. And then after that, you guys can shoot away and ask questions. And let's put your fears out there. Let's begin to talk about this even more so that we are able to take advantage of this opportunity. Now I'm going to start doing screen sharing. And I will show you this, this wonderful presentation that we are having here. All right. Cool. Can everyone see my screen? If you can see my screen, just say
yes, we can see the screen.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The first video that we are going to be looking at, we are going to be looking at the video that explains Bitcoin. So please pay attention to this cartoon type of presentation. Listen to what they say, because it carries a lot. It actually packs everything all in once. So let's just go there and be able to listen to that. There you go.
So, what is Bitcoin? Why? And who started this cryptocurrency? We will explain, as simple as possible, how this payment system was introduced. On November 1st, 2008, an anonymous person, only known as Satoshi Nakamoto, published the white paper online titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. But why? The reason for this was because Satoshi Nakamoto did not like the existing monetary system, as we all know of. It is a centralized system, controlled by governments and banks. We have no control of our own money, and even if we want to use it, we are charged excessive fees and cannot move funds when we need. We need to wait for these centralized institutions to process our requests, and need to rely that they will keep our money safe and of value. However, in 2008, when the global financial crisis hit, it was the final straw for Satoshi Nakamoto. Governments and banks handed out billions and just printed money and pushed it into the economy to boost it. Our same amount of money that we had trusted with banks and governments was losing its value. The white paper Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic system, explained the new electronic cash system. It does not have the need for a central authority, as it uses a fully transparent distributed ledger, open to anybody on the network, where all transactions are recorded and shared. There is a limited supply of only 21 million, issued in a systematic process to ensure the value of the coin is maintained, and uses blockchain technology, providing security and fast transfers of funds with minimal fees. So, what is Bitcoin blockchain? The blockchain can be simply described as a chain of blocks. If person A sends Bitcoin to person B, then this transaction is shared onto the network. Nodes, simply said as participants of the Bitcoin blockchain, verify that the transaction is true, and the funds exist in A's account, and that B exists as a receiver. Once the nodes verify this transaction, it is added to the block, and the transfer is completed. Once added to the block, this transaction is stored stating A sent X amount of BTC to B, with a timestamp, like a receipt, which can be searched on the blockchain network. But how is the blockchain security maintained? The Bitcoin blockchain uses proof of work. It's a mechanism to slow down the creation of new blocks, and this is about 10 minutes to add a new block on the Bitcoin blockchain. The peer-to-peer network of nodes, also known as miners, work to confirm the transaction, solving a complex mathematical problem, and the miner who solves the problem is rewarded with Bitcoin. Once the block is added to the blockchain, each miner adds this block to the chain, and this creates consensus, as it is a distributed ledger, and they begin to solve the next block. I hope that this has given you a better idea about Bitcoin. Stay tuned for our next video, and subscribe, and like us to learn more. I'm Vito, and see you next time.
Wow. Just want to say for that presentation, I just want to thank Vito for the presentation. But now we're going to get into the crux of the matter of everything. Let's begin to summarize everything that we've heard on that video. Right, without any wasting time, cryptocurrencies, they were born in 2008. The reason for that was because of the way inflation is affecting our money and the way government and banks are really controlling us, especially when it comes to bank fees, when you send money and everything. Sometimes even the time delay of sending money to someone. So the system called blockchain was developed. A blockchain is just a payment system. Understand that blockchain is a payment system. It records transactions of cryptocurrencies moving from one wallet to the next. So blockchain is a payment system that is made sure that it cannot be hacked A number of guys, it is an open ledger. Number of guys can verify what is being going on, that Bitcoins are moving from one wallet address to the next wallet address. So what happens is the system that is behind cryptocurrencies moving is called the blockchain. So the backbone of the Bitcoin is called the blockchain. Without the blockchain, we will not have a Bitcoin, because that is the one thing that verifies the transactions of movement of this cryptocurrency called Bitcoin and other currencies. Let's understand something. We have cryptocurrencies, we have fiat currency. Fiat currency is your money, your rand, your dollar, your pound, maluti, kwacha, naira, whatever you may call it. That is called a fiat currency. Cryptocurrency also has a number of names, over 3,000 names. The ones that we know, the popular one is called Bitcoin, because it's the first one. And then after that, we have things like Ethereum, we have things like Ripple, we have things like Monero, Litecoin, and then we have the new kid on the block. That is why we are here. The new kid in the block is called Bitcoin Vault. It's a very special one, and most people are going to be running after this coin. We have already started getting it and grabbing it because it has some special features. I will tell you all about that as we move forward. So now, one of the things I want to share with you is this one. The reason why I personally love the blockchain system. I mean, if I have somebody staying in London and I want to send them 10,000 rands right now, I can't send them 10,000 rands through the bank, because they will not receive it now. It will take some time for them to receive it. So what happens is, if I'm using the internet, I can send them the money, they will receive it in a second. But if I'm only using cryptocurrencies, if I'm using normal channels of banking and everything, they won't receive it now. And even the bank fees are quite high. But with Bitcoin, what happens is you are able to send cryptocurrencies from your wallet to their wallet. And once they receive it, they can change that to the currency of the country that they are in. Also, just to inform you, we have over 10,000, 9,000, 10,000 Bitcoin ATMs globally. You know, they are being put out there. They are already out there where people can go and use their phones to buy Bitcoin from an ATM or sell Bitcoins to the ATM. It's already there. If you go to SITCOIN, I believe it's there. Mall of Africa also, I believe it's there. So we see this thing that is growing big. It's a payment system, and we trust it. It's fast, and the fees are fairly low. So at the end of the day, it is something that we call it a revolution in terms of the banking, the financial sector. So this is what you need to have. In order for you to receive Bitcoins or send Bitcoins, you need to have a Bitcoin wallet address. So you need to have that so that you are able to do the transacting of sending Bitcoins to and fro. So who gives us the Bitcoin wallet addresses? It's things like exchanges, company like exchanges. There's a number of exchanges that give us these Bitcoins wallet addresses. To name just a few, in South Africa, I know about Luno, which I have an account with. Alcoin Trader also have an account with. The popular one that I'm using these days is called ChainX. You know, it's been user friendly, and the head office is in East London, and it's just a beautiful, nice company to be sending Bitcoins through and trading with them. So at the end of the day, there's 3 ways of making sure that you get the Bitcoin. Number 1, you can buy the Bitcoin through an exchange. That means you transfer your money from your bank account to the exchange. But before you can do that, you need to register with the exchange first. Give them your details and everything and have an account with them. Take the reference and everything that they give you to the bank, create a beneficiary on your bank, then send the money to the exchange. Then once it hits the exchange, you will get an email to say we've received some money, and then what you do is you buy cryptocurrency, Bitcoin Vault, Bitcoin with it, whatever cryptocurrency you want, you can convert it there, and they will have a fee that they charge you for that. So that is one way of making sure that you have that. That is what we call buying and holding. I'll get to that in a minute. And then the second one is you need to have cryptocurrency wallet. Sometimes, sorry. Oh, sometimes me and Direl, we send each other Bitcoins. You know, sometimes I want to send a 500 rands. I will just through the internet, we just do it, and I send her some money. She sends me back, and that's how simple it works. But the one method that I love that is making us money, which is why we can lose this opportunity, It's called Bitcoin mining. With Bitcoin mining, it's easy to get Bitcoins every single day so that you are only collecting them and you can change them to rands anytime you want to, and you can use them anytime you want to. And so it is better for me, it is better for all of us, and especially for us Africans, to be able to get into this mining side so that we can make more money for ourselves and our family. Now, there's two methods of getting a Bitcoin. Number one, I called it the holding of the Bitcoin. Some of the people like to call it hodling of the Bitcoin. So let's make an example. Let's say you buy a Bitcoin for 20,000 bucks. That's cost one Bitcoin, right? If you buy this Bitcoin for 20,000, what's going to happen? And you hold it for the next 3 years. Let's say the price of Bitcoin in that 3 years rises up to 100,000. That means that one Bitcoin you bought for 20,000, now it is worth 100,000. That means you have 100,000 with you. But now, this is the thing that I would like to point out with this scenario, is that let's say something happens in the 2 years while you bought your Bitcoin and are holding it. When something happens within that 2 years and you go and you change your Bitcoin back to rands, you no longer have a Bitcoin. In order for you to get another Bitcoin, you have to buy it. But now the price is no longer 20,000. The price is now maybe 50,000 or so. So you have to dig into your pocket, get the 50,000 out so that you can maximize later on. And when emergencies happen, you still have to change your Bitcoins and start afresh. I don't like that scenario. This is the scenario that I like, that I take my 20,000, I go and invest it with the company, a reputable company that is mining Bitcoin. Then you take your 20,000, you give it to them. They will give you a mining contract. So you buy a mining contract with your 20,000 with a mining company. These companies verify the movement, the transactions of Bitcoins everywhere. They secure the network. They make sure that there's new Bitcoins being created. So you are part of that whole situation and scenario. Now, let's say in 3 years, you are able to collect 4 Bitcoins from this company. What do you have? Now you have 400,000 that you have collected from this company. So what is happening now? This is what is happening now. You bought a contract for 20,000. You have been collecting for 3 years. What you have collected has amounted to 4 Bitcoins. Now in 3 years, you have 400,000 rands. But let's say something happens in the middle of somewhere in the 2 years, that you want to change your money so that you can meet up your crisis. Guess what happens? You can still go and take your Bitcoins, convert them to rands, use them, and you do not affect your contract. In other words, you have a contract with the company to mine for 3 years. So even when you take your money out, it is pointless. It does not do anything to your contract. You will still be mining your Bitcoins, even if you take your money out. Even if you take your original money that you bought your contract for, you can take your 20,000 out. You are not affecting your contract with the company. The company every day is contracted to you to pay you for the next coming 3 years, as according to when you bought your contract with the company. So what does the company do with the money that I give it? The company takes the money and buys the machines that mine the Bitcoin. These are called end miners, or what miners. This one is a what miner 21S. So at the end of the day, these companies, they buy these servers. These are the servers. They go. These are the little guys that are doing the verification of the movement of the Bitcoins. These are the guys that are really logged into the blockchain. These machines are the ones that are really solving algorithms, making sure that new Bitcoins are produced, making sure that miners mine well, and every one of us is profitable. So now, I love these machines because they support the blockchain and they increase the number of my Bitcoins. Every single night, the number of my Bitcoins in my wallet, they get increased because of these machines. Now, over the past 10 years, what has happened? Bitcoin has been the fastest growing asset. There has been 21 million Bitcoins that must be mined until the year 2140. And we have already mined over 18 million up till today. But the bad thing is this one. Most exchanges, their accounts were hacked and Bitcoins were stolen. and 4 billion Bitcoins were stolen in 2019. Some of the people, they say, you see, this is why I don't like this Bitcoin thing. People come into your account and they steal your money, you know, and everything. So some people stayed away from this and they said, you know what, we don't want this. But because of that, this is why we have a new coin called Bitcoin Vault. Bitcoin Vault came to address all of that. Let me just play this 2-minute video so that you are able to understand what is it that Bitcoin Vault offers. There is no other cryptocurrency that offers what Bitcoin Vault offers. And this is why we are grabbing it with both hands and we are confident with it. So let's listen to this video.
This is John. John would like to buy Bitcoin, but John is worried that hackers will be able to get into his wallet and steal his savings. The Bitcoin he has will never come back. It will be gone in seconds. But there is a solution. John could use a new coin which is the first to allow payments to be cancelled within 24 hours. With Bitcoin Vault, he has a full day to log onto his wallet and stop unauthorized payments from leaving his wallet.
Every Bitcoin Vault user receives 3 keys. Each of them has different feature for processing transactions. The first key is the user's private key, which processes transactions normally in 24 hours. The second key, however, is used to cancel transactions. With this key, users can cancel transactions anytime they want before it's completed. Lastly, the third key allows users to complete transactions in 10 minutes. This is ideal for users who needs to transfer the coin fast.
Now John can sleep well at night, knowing that his digital assets are safe. If he wants to transfer some of the funds immediately, he can use a third private key to override the safety features. Therefore, Bitcoin Vault has both the immediacy of standard crypto as well as safety, which is unparalleled in the industry. Be like John. Join one of the most exciting spaces in crypto.
Yes, with that, we are introducing Bitcoin Vault, a higher standard in security. And the guy who came up with it all is this guy. He is the CEO of our company, the company that mines the Bitcoin is called MineBest. He is what we call him a serial inventor, because some of his inventions like massage machines and everything, they are sold in Amazon and other places. So he's a serial inventor, and he started a digital mining company called MineBest in 2015, and he has been involved with that. And the company has head offices in Poland. You know, this is so important. This is a corporate company. It is there, it is physical, it has head offices in Poland, Warsaw. And what I love, you will see as we continue, that the mining farm that we're having, where we are mining Bitcoins, before we could even do anything, he had to go and sit down with the government of Kazakhstan to show them and talk to them about what he wants to do, what the company is doing, what mining is. And there was a contracts that were signed, deals that were made between him and the government of Kazakhstan to show that this company is legit, is real, it's not a fly-by-night, it's not a scam, there's nothing that's going to go wrong with our money that we are putting in where we are partnering with them. So Bitcoin Vault started in 2019. How many Bitcoin vaults are there going to be mined? There's going to be 21 million Bitcoins to be vaults to be mined. The last Bitcoin vault will be mined in the year 2140. So me and you right now, count yourself privileged that we are sitting here today. We are amongst the first adopters of this Bitcoin vault. And so therefore, we are amongst the first few millionaires that are created through this Bitcoin vault. And then we can pass that legacy on to our children. And so Bitcoin Vault has an anti-theft security system that has been put to it. It's a peer-to-peer pressure. You can use the third key to make your transactions go faster. What I love about these key things of Bitcoin Vault is that if somebody gets into my account and attempts to steal my Bitcoins, I will be alerted with the email, and then I will go into my Bitcoin wallet, and then I can be able to cancel or reverse the transaction that was wanted to happen within a period of 24 hours. So that makes me feel good that I'm in control of my money. Now, this is what Bitcoin Vault offers. It's a long-term store of value. That means you can take your life savings and save them and store them in Bitcoin Vault with complete ease, knowing that everything is being secured. And then we have the anti-theft protected keys that the system provides. Even with enterprises now, CEOs can confirm the movement of the Bitcoins and be able to use their third keys to be able to authorize transactions even when they are away from their companies. So to make sure that everything is moving just fine. Now, let's look at the roadmap. 2019, we started. Now we are first quarter of 2020, Google Play and Windows, a different integration was happened into different wallets. Different wallets were created. And then on the second quarter of 2020, what happened was we launched Bitcoin Vault into various exchanges. On the 7th of September, next month, Bitcoin Vault will be launched on another exchange, a bigger one now. And then we was going to watch the prices going to shoot up because traders now are going to go at it in a bigger scale with a bigger platform of an exchange. And then in the fourth quarter of 2020, what's going to happen is, and I want to say this to you ladies that are here, you don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss anything out of this. Global marketing campaign will be there. Once global marketing campaign is implemented, the price goes high. And what matters is how many Bitcoins would you have collected at the time? Bitcoin vaults would you have collected? And I say to you today, start collecting today. Start collecting today. Don't waste time. Get involved with this company and start collecting. Let me show you something. In December, when we started mining this coin, it was 0 rands. 0 when we were mining it. 0. We were just mining and we were getting the coin. In the 21st of December, this coin started when it was on the OnCoinil, the first exchange that listed it. It started at 18 rands in the morning, $1. And then in the evening, it was 150, about $5. Then from there, it grew and it grew and it grew. When President Ramaphosa announced the lockdown, it was like he was announcing the release of Bitcoin Vault more because it grew some more. It grew some more. When people were locked in their houses, the Bitcoin Vault was growing some more. People that were involved with it at the time, they started making a lot of money with it. As you can see, the graph is going up and down. It's showing the trend of growing of Bitcoin Vault in the market. Let me show you something. When we started mining it in December, every 10 minutes, the block that released Bitcoin released 175 Bitcoins per 10 minutes. Now in May, the block was reduced to 150. Now, in November, in the coming November, the block will be reduced to 125. Next year, May, it will be 100. What is it that we are seeing there? The supply is going down. The supply is going down. The supply is going down. And when the supply is going down, what is happening with the price? The value keeps going up. The value keeps going up. The value keeps going up. So you don't want to miss it for anything in the world. Now, the company Mining City is giving us an opportunity to be part of this company so that we buy mining power with the company. So this is the CEO of Mining City. He is the guy called Greg. And over the first year, they did over 230 million in sales when they started. And then in 2018, and then over that, what happened was that in their first year, the people who went out to talk to other people and have them come in the company, they were paid over 108 million US dollars was paid to distributors. And then also what happened was guys who were not distributing, guys who just bought mining power. You can buy mining computing power and not really distribute or not really talk to nobody. Those people were paid over 41 million US dollars that were paid into their accounts. This is our mining farm. This is where the magic happens. We send a group of guys to go and check this thing out to make sure that it is real. We are not getting into a scam. We want to make sure that everything is solid. So they went and checked it out. And all of them today, we are proud to say that they are multimillionaires, and it is wonderful to be associated with a company like that. That takes people from nobody to heroes, you know. So at the end of the day, it really multiplies all of us. We are good and we love the company. And so this is the development of the company. People usually go to visit the mining farm in Kazakhstan. As you can see, the group of people there, they usually go and see the mining farm in Kazakhstan. Maybe COVID has changed some few things, but we can still manage to go once everything reopens. Wow, this I love. This is our head office in Poland. I love it because we have a head office. You know, some companies you get into, you don't have a head office. So we have a head office. It is practical. It is there. We can go to it. And they have just gotten into that corporate office in Warsaw. This is where they work. Board meetings are held there. Creative minds meet there. Everything's planned to make sure that globally everything is worked out right. Everybody is getting paid every single day, every night. This is where the magic happens. I'm going to skip the video there. Now, I just want you to look at this thing. This is the ecosystem. I want you to pay careful attention here because this is what makes us the ecosystem of the company. At the top is you and me. We take our money. We want it to work for us. This is our hard-earned money for ourselves and our families. So we are not going to go and put it into something that's going to just run away with it and then scam us and everything. So we want a reputable company, which is why we found Mining City. So we go to Mining City with our money. We begin to buy the mining packages that Mining City offers us. So Mining City sells mining packages with computing power. They sell them to us. So we take our money, we buy computing power in the mining packages. Mining City takes the money, gives it over to MineBest, which is the company that is mining, and it buys computing servers with it. Every single day at 9 o'clock, every person who bought a mining power, computing power, they get paid at 9 o'clock in their back office. You can access that through your cell phone, your laptop, and everything. If you call me around about 9 o'clock or between 9 and 12, you won't find me because I'm busy checking out my wallet and just seeing how much damage I've done to the bag, you know, how much have I collected? Yeah, collected. Nice, I love that one, you know. And so, because you know what, why I love this thing. Somebody said to me, Papi, you love money. I said, you don't understand. I'm a prayer warrior. And by the Bible says, money answers all things. So I pray this side and I stand up, I take my money, I give the answers. So that's the thing that I love about money because the Bible said it answers all things, you know. So even if you want to help somebody, you need to have money. Sorry about that. Anyway, let's go back to the presentation. So we have a networking site where when we talk to one another, we buy for our families, we help our friends to buy and everything. We get paid for that. Where does that money come from? That money is a marketing budget that the company had set aside to go and market, but they don't want to give it to a company to market for them. So they give it to people who are willing, who are in the company, who are willing to tell others and able to help them buy their mining packs. So the company pays them commissions for doing that work. So it pays. So let's watch this video about our company. You will see first the animated part, how we want the company to be like when it's finished being built, and where we are today as a people, as a company, when it progresses. Enjoy this video.
Papi, can you just check your slide settings? Because we see the current slide and the next one. So we just want to see the current one.
Oh, it's because I'm with the projector here, you know?
Okay, no problem.
All right. I see everything. I'm transparent like the company.
MineBest City, a world-class development project by MineBest, a leader in blockchain technology development.
Welcome to the heart of the MineBest mining farm. The very farm where we mine cryptocurrencies for you. 600 miners work in this exemplary container. Listen to the overwhelming hum of power running through the Avalon and S9 miners on a daily basis. Open the door to see the endless opportunities of this mining farm in Ekibastos. These smart mining containers surrounding you occupy 2,100 square meters of land. Feel the power accumulated within this facility. This particular farm has 17 megawatts of electric power. Look left. There's a 6 kilovolt transformer with 2.5 megawatts of capacity. Take a closer look at the hundreds of mining machines running at peak efficiency. The containers were designed to optimize cooling and usage costs. Each of them has a capacity of 0.85 megawatts. Discover the life-changing opportunity of Bitcoin mining.
Wow, thank you for that. And then we are going to be looking at these slides now. We are having mining plans. How do you mine with the company? How do you get to be part of that wonderful mining farm that you just saw at, in Kazakhstan and others? We have 3 mining farms in Kazakhstan. We've got a 4th one in China that recently more power has been added to it. So what do we have there? We've got a primary standard bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. Primary standard bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. What is the difference between all of those? That is computing power. What you see there, the difference is computing power, besides the price range. But the computing power is the most important part. Primary, you are buying 3 terahash computing power. The terahash is the term that they use for doing the computing thing of mining. So you are buying 3 terahash computing power with the primary. Standard, you are buying 6 terahash computing power. Bronze, you are buying 12 terahash computing power. Silver, you are buying 24 terahash computing power. Gold, you are buying 42 terahash computing power. Today, I saw many people are buying gold. Gold is 42 terahash computing power. And then we are having a platinum of 138 terahash computing power. Now, with this computing power, every single day when the company mines, it begins to look at the computing power, how much you have supplied in terms of bought, in terms of computing power, and they pay you accordingly. So we do not have a steady fixed amount, how much you're going to get paid. They are going to see how much they worked today, how they worked, and they will use the computing power of your pack to pay you accordingly. So now let's just make a scenario here. Before I go there, let me just go up again. Sorry about that. The first one, you can primary, you can get for 6,000 rands. For 6,000, you'll get away with the primary. 12,000, you can get away with the standard. 24,000, you can get away with the bronze. Silver, you can get away with 48,000. 80,000, like I said, is the gold. Platinum is 240,000. It's money well spent. money well spent. Today, I was sitting with a lady in the office. She came here, is one of the downliners of someone, came there, sat down with me, and she was saying, no, I'm going to buy myself a new X4. Beautiful and this and that. She was explaining all the specs. I said, wow, it's a beautiful car. And she says, yeah, but before I go and buy it, I wanted to pass by here first and hear what you have to say about this Bitcoin mining. And I said to her, whatever money you are going to spend for the X4, that money will be gone. Now, I'm not saying you should not buy the X4, but what I'm saying to you is, can you delay the X4 maybe until January? And she says, no sweat, I can do that. And I said, right. If you delay the X4 until February, until January, you can take that money, buy yourself about 3 or 4 platinums. Use that money and buy yourself platinums. By the time January gets here or February gets here, you will have the money back in your hand that you've spent. Then you can go and buy that car cash. And what is it that you have? You will be having the car next year, and you will be having the plan also. That plan will buy new tires for that car as it runs. It will put petrol in that car. It will do everything. But right now, if you buy the car first, you still have to put in petrol in that car and pay insurance and do whatever from your own pocket. Why don't you buy a package first and allow for the package to really take care of that car, and you will buy that car cash. And guess what? Tomorrow she's buying 4 platinums. Aish! Yeah, ne, this is good. This is nice. So when you buy a primary pack, you will be paid in that way, 3 terahash. Standard pack, you will be paid in that way, 6 terahash. And then what happens is when you buy bronze and silver, they come out like that. When you buy bronze and silver, it comes out a little bit more. I mean, just let's compare the two. Let's compare the two. Maybe I was a little bit fast. Let's compare the two. Look at the bronze and look at the silver. That's 12 terahash and 24 terahash. Tonight when you sleep, I want you to dream about these steps. Look at that. Let's look at the primary, and the standard. Look at how they're coming. When you hit that ball and you are going for a hole-in-one, and you really hammer that ball, you don't want it to move like this. You want it to move faster, isn't it? You want to make sure that what is it? The par, what? Hey, I'm learning here. The par, they call it the par. When you are hitting that ball and you're going for a hole-in-one. So look at the silver, how it goes. The silver, the bronze, and the standard all together. Standard, bronze, and silver. What do you call them? You call them gold. So when you buy a gold, you are getting yourself standard, bronze, and silver. You pay one time, never pay again. That money will bring itself back, and it will continue to go and grow and grow and grow. When you buy the platinum, this is what you are getting yourself into. When you buy the platinum, you are getting 138 terahash per second, and it's really paying off. It's really going out there. It's really, really, really moving. So this is one package that you want to make sure that at least you got a couple of them so that you can move forward with that. Remember, your money can always take out in a couple of months' time, so that the one that you started with, you get your money back. Up to that far, well, I will stop sharing, and I will go into the back office in a while.
Thank you. Thanks, Papi. So, yeah, ladies, that's the message that we have so far. I think one of the key messages around Bitcoin mining that for me has resonated, one or a couple of messages. One is that, mine best and mining city. As somebody that comes from a corporate environment, these are corporate companies, right? And that have been kind of confirmed, number one. Number two, it's the fact that I bought my packages, and when I started, and I've been earning since those packages became active. I only started recruiting people, maybe 2-3 months ago. As Papi likes to say, with this business opportunity, you earn when you buy your own packages. But if you want to earn more, you then go into the network marketing side of the business. So we know there've been other opportunities where they say before you can earn your rewards, you need to first recruit people and then you can get the rewards. In this business, if you come in and you just want to buy your package and watch it grow and you don't invite anybody into the business, you will be able to earn whatever from the package that has been said. So, and that's something that I liked. As I started, he was making noise. He was after me all the time to say join, and I was like, no, this thing I say I don't like this thing. It's like, okay, just buy a package then, but don't sit without having a mining package. And when I started seeing what those rewards were, then I said, okay, how do I get more? And then he said, okay, now let's talk about network marketing. So that just answers the question where when we meet a lot of people, they say, do I have to recruit people? In this business, if you want more money, you recruit people. If you just want to see your investment working, you don't have to recruit people. So that's kind of what we wanted to share with you. We've got about 9 minutes that are left. We'd like to open the opportunity for you to ask any questions. I know Papi wants to go into the back office to be able to show you with one of the packages that he bought, when he says, you will be getting your rewards and getting your mining power, what does he actually mean? The other thing I like about this business, right, is that I registered. And even though he has been involved, I registered, I created my own account. Never have I ever said to him, can you check what's happening in my account? Never have I sent money to him to say to him, buy Bitcoins for me. I manage this thing myself. I get into my own back office. If I have additional funds, or even if I have earned, from the Bitcoin mining process, I can go and make more purchases myself. I don't have to send to Papi. I don't have to send to a John. I don't have to send to a Hakim to do this thing for me. I do this for myself. I don't have to sit in front of the computer for the whole day. This is what I like about the mining process. I bought my package. It starts earning after 10 days of the package being bought. I go and I play golf. Today I was playing golf. And tonight at 9 o'clock, I'm going to get my rewards for today. I don't have to sit in front of the computer and be checking, is this, working? Is it up? Is it down? What is happening? This is what I like about this. For those people that are working, you can go to the office, do your work during the day. In the evening, you come into Mining City, into your back office. You're able to check, how did my package perform today? Tomorrow you go to work. And that's what I've always been looking for in terms of an opportunity to be able to earn passive income, where I don't have to be stressing myself. Now I must go look for people. Now I must sit in front of the computer. Now I must be checking things. I don't do that. And for those that are already in the call, that are already in the business, they can also attest to that. And that's what I've liked about the opportunity so far. But let me give you a chance then to just show us your back office, and then with the last 5 to 10 minutes, we'll then give an opportunity to everybody who has a question or maybe has a comment.
Guys, what I like about this business, ladies, what I like about this business is that sharing is caring. If you care for your friend, if you care about people around you, you want to see them do well, especially financially. So the reason why we go out to network is because we are sharing this wonderful opportunity with our fellow brothers and sisters. And I'm so happy these days, I'm seeing more Africans opening up to this and being awake. So we share, rather than share about the SOPs and all these other things that we talk about, we can also share about, hey, did you hear? You know what? Yesterday I made $200. How did you make the $200? I'm part of this company. It does this, and this is what it does. Then you begin to share with your friend. And as you share, when your friend is interested, you help them come on board. When they say, no, it's nice and everything, but I don't think I will be able to do that now. I will see it later. It's still not a problem. You have bought your pack. You shared with them every day, 9 o'clock. What do? You earn your money. That's all. All that I do with my friends is I share with them. And those that I've shared with them, if they want to come in, fine. If they don't want to come in, still fine. But at the end of the day, I'm still getting paid myself. I meet a lot of guys who are skeptical. I say, what if this is a scam and everything? And I understand their concern. I understand what has been happening around. But I say, you know what? I'm in it. It's working. It has not scammed me. Its facilities are there. I have my accounts and everything. And then I'm able to, pay my lights at the end of the month, take my children to school, buy the things that I want from the money that I made from this opportunity. So it's working for me and it can work for you. And in this company, it's not that the people who came in first, they get paid more, what and what and what. No. Whatever package you bought, you get paid from that package. So if you want to be paid more, you buy a bigger package. And then at the end of the day, you get paid more. So, and then in this business, I always say, you make money or you make crazy money. You make money or you make crazy, crazy, crazy money. You make money of the people who studied, what is it? What is that thing? MBA, the MBA and everything. They did well. It's wonderful. And I love to start, get the MBA, everything. But I'm with this opportunity, I'm able to earn also the money of the MBA people. Let's go there. So it's a beautiful company. It's something that you want to see yourself getting involved in. Right. What has been happening is that from the 18th of June, I've been earning mining rewards from this package. I bought it, a platinum package, every single day. From the 18th, it has been earning for me every single day. 19, it has been earning for me every single day. It's a platinum pack, 1, 2, 3. It's a top pack. It pays good money, it pays good dollar. Yeah, not good Bitcoin. Then it depends on the value of the Bitcoin at the time, but it's paying quite well. It's paying quite well. So as you can see, let me go to this one. What is happening there is that, I'm coming to the current one now. It's been tough. Mining has been a little bit tough. Everything has been whatever, but I've been receiving. So I'm not getting concerned. Everything is getting paid. You get paid every single day. All that I say to you ladies is this: you've got some money sitting somewhere, just buy a package. Just buy a package. You can start with the 6,001. You can start with the 12, the 80, the 240. You can start with whatever. I have a guy. This is my back office. This is how it looks like. Here it will be the name of your account. Here it tells you how many hours that it's left to pay. All of us, when it says 00, we must be paid. 9 o'clock, we are getting paid from our mining rewards. And then between 9 and 12, all of us who have introduced people and helped, we get paid for our commission because we did the marketing for the company and everything. And we are all growing and supporting this company. So in your back office, this, like Develop said, you are in control. In your back office, you have everything. You've got a citizen list, you've got a citizen tree, you've got teams. It shows you your plans. You have my plans, you've got your wallet, you've got what is the other part that you have? You have this thing that I normally like to share with people. As you can see, with this pack, I've not mined any Bitcoins. I'm only mining Bitcoin Vault. I'm loving it. You have a marketing plan, you have a supporting marketing support, you have a newsletter that we receive every day. You have a number of things, and then you've got support. If you want to reach support, you've got support you can reach out to. So, this business is wonderful. It is nice. I love it. I have a friend. No, it's not a friend. I have this young guy. His mother passed away. And fortunately enough, she had already bought a package and everything. So before she passed on, she had accumulated some money.